Hello, everyone. Welcome to Saturdays with Steph. Today, I'm going to be sewing up a little bit from my Red Pandas quilt top from Art East Quilt. I'm really tired, so I'm not going to sew up a whole lot, but I have not recovered from my son sleeping with me the other night. He kept me up all night. So I'm going to sew a little bit, but more importantly, I'm going to chat with my friend Shannon here. Hi, Shannon.
Hi, I'm so excited to be here.
I'm so excited to have you here. I love having you here and chatting with you. All of you know Shannon of Sleigh Arts, and if you don't, please check out her channel. I'm going to put that in the chat below. But we've got a few things to tell you about today, or Shannon does, and I invited her on my channel to do that because they involve me a little bit.
They involve
um,
you.
and of course, I'm excited to have her here as always because she's one of my best friends. So I love sewing with her and I love chatting with her. And it's always better to sew with friends.
It is.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Let me throw your link in there.
Thank you. I
You are
appreciate that.
welcome. So I'm going to go over a few announcements really quick, and then I'm going to give Shannon the floor to talk about what she's got to talk about.
Cool.
We finished the Fort Worth Fabric Studio so long, so we got a little break from that for a few weeks, which I'm really excited about because we have QuiltCon. QuiltCon is coming up this coming week. Shannon and Ingrid and I are going together, and we will be there Thursday and Friday. So if you're going to be at QuiltCon and you see us, say hey. We're going to be walking around those 2 days. We're not going to get there until partway through the day on Thursday, and then we'll be there all day Thursday or the rest of the day on Thursday and then Friday. So
Yep.
really looking forward to that. I've been to a lot of quilt shows, most of the big ones in the country, but QuiltCon I have not. And I believe this is your first big quilt show?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's going to be a ton of fun. I think we're going to have a blast.
I can't. I'm gonna run around like a kid in a candy store. I'm so
I
excited.
know. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. So I'm really trying to decide whether I want to check a bag
Right.
or if I'm trying to fit everything into a smaller suitcase to take on the plane. If
See,
I
you
do
don't
that,
have to check a bag. What you do is just buy everything you want, and then I just bring it to you when we go to Millersburg.
that's actually what I was getting at. And I thought to myself today when I was thinking about packing, I thought, well, if I could fit everything in my bag that I need to take just for like my clothes and all that stuff on the plane, if I find anything, I am going to see Shannon in a few weeks after this.
That's
So
perfect.
glad you're thinking the same lines that I'm not forcing on you that you
No, it was all my idea. See?
because I had that same thought today because I thought maybe I could stuff an empty bag in something else. So if I do get something, I can bring it back and just check a bag on the way home.
Don't go through the extra cost. I'll just bring it up to you.
That's awesome. So I'm super excited about that. That's going to be so much fun. So that's coming up. But before we go to QuiltCon on Tuesday at 6 p.m., we're going to do the next New York Beauty Block Crocodile right here on my channel, live at 6 p.m. So really excited to get to the next one. I cannot believe that we've done how many so far? 5?
Yeah, so this is 6. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
this is number 6. It doesn't seem like we've been doing it that long, does it?
No, no.
Does it?
We're almost halfway through, which is
I know,
insane.
and they're so pretty.
Yeah, so nice. And people are still, so if this is the first time you're hearing about it, there are people still joining in on it
Yes.
because they really don't, they're 10-inch blocks. They don't take as long as I feared they were going to. I thought that we wouldn't even get through the first block
Yeah.
in the time that we have.
Yep.
And as long as you like prep, there have been times that we haven't been able to prep beforehand, and we're just kind of sewing, during the night, so we don't finish it by the end. But if you've
Yeah.
had the time to prep before, you are able to finish within the time that we're sewing together on Tuesday night. It's crazy.
Yeah. I was gonna say something and I completely lost it.
Oh no, sorry.
No, it's not your fault. You were talking. I was gonna say something onto what you were talking, and I can't remember. You guys, I'm tired. All right. Anyway,
Definitely
yes,
join.
there is still time to join us for New York Beauty if you are interested. So, the only other thing that well, there's 2 other things I want to talk about. 3, actually. Gosh almighty, I'm adding things. Well, the first thing I want to talk about is March 1st, right here on my channel. And that's not my normal live day, but it's a Friday and live at 7 p.m. Eastern time. I'm going to have my friend Shannon and Russ and then Stephen and Walter from the Idiot Quilter. They're all going to come on my channel for my 20,000 subscriber celebration. I'm super excited about that. I'm going to have some giveaways, and the only way to participate in those giveaways is to be subscribed to my channel because I'm going to have the subscribers only turn on that night. So if you want to comment, if you want to ask us questions, because we're going to open this to a question Q&A from you guys, ask all of us creators questions that night. You'll have to be subscribed. So make sure you're subscribed. But that's going to be a lot of fun. And like I said, I have some giveaways for you guys. Just some little stuff to give back to you for subscribing, for supporting me and supporting all my friends, because I know a lot of you are at Shannon's channel, Russ's channel, and Stephen and Walter's channel. So thank you.
Yes.
And that same day, so this is why there was a third one, because I was thinking March 1st. Oh, there's two things. There's two things. There's something else and another thing. Shannon and I announced last week our next virtual retreat, June 23rd. And March 1st is the day that you will be able to sign up. Now, I did put on the retreat website that I have, I put a little bit of information. Not all the information is there yet. You'll see kind of the front page with Shannon and I's picture, and it'll say the dates and stuff like that. But the information will come on March 1st because there's no way for me to put up a lot of information without go ahead and like give you guys access to sign up, and we're not starting signups till March 1st. So if you want to go to my retreat website, I'll put that link in the chat now, and you can just go and bookmark it, and then March 1st go back and check out all the details. But we're super excited to bring you virtual retreat number 2.
Yes.
It's called Shannon.
Beach bum. It's a beach bum retreat.
So we're going to get you guys ready for summer with a couple of fun summery projects. We're super excited about that. So March 1st is retreat sign up starting, and the bash, 20,000 subscriber bash. And then March 2nd, and I haven't even told Shannon this yet because I just talked to Corey Yoder this afternoon about doing this project. She released a new pattern that she is giving away to people for free. And she said that she is cool with me sewing it on my channel, doing a sew along. So I'm going to do that on March 2nd.
Oh, that's so exciting.
I'm super excited about that. And so I'll probably start my live actually a couple hours earlier. I was thinking about 3 o'clock that afternoon so we can get through some of the quilts. Let me see if I can figure out the share thing. You guys know I'm not technological advanced. Can you see that, Shannon?
It's starting. Yep. Oh, there we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Okay, so this is the quilt pattern.
Ooh.
It's called Calliope, and you can get it from her blog for free. You have to download it from there. She's got several different color examples. She's got it with like a light background and then just the color for the squares, or the squares are like a light color and the colors around her colorful. It's completely free, so you can grab it from her. I'm going to put the link for that in the chat here in a second, but that will be March 2nd right here on my channel.
Oh, that's so exciting.
So I'm super excited about that. So yay. So let me put in that link. If you guys want to go over and grab that pattern, you don't have to sew it with me. You could sew it on your own, but it's just going to be a fun group project. And like I said, it's completely free. She's offering the pattern for free. So why not?
That's awesome.
Yes.
I like how you just casually like name dropped. I was just talking to Corey Yoder, you know, as I do.
She's an Ohio girl. I've met her several times. She knows me a little bit, and that's kind of fun. And so I was chatting with her today a little bit, and there it is. So
that's awesome. Oh, I'm so bummed. I have a show that night, so I won't get to come play.
Do you? Oh, yeah. That's all right. That's okay. You still can get the pattern for free. So
yeah, I will be sure to watch too. That's a lot of fun.
It's a really cool pattern. So I think it's going to be fun.
Maybe she'll drop in and talk to you.
Pardon?
Maybe she'll drop in and talk to you in the chat.
That would be fabulous. I don't think so though. I think she's pretty busy.
Yeah,
So
probably.
anyhow, so that's my announcements. Shannon, do you have announcements?
I have a couple of fun things coming up, of which Stephanie features in both of them. So I'm very excited. First and foremost, basically because it comes first on the calendar, starting March 10th. So it'll be a new like Sunday brunch series. So it's like a new thing to do on Sunday brunches. It's going to be a series. I'm going to quilt or like piece together kind of a quilt along is what I'm trying to get to. I did not have a small child in my bed keeping me up, yet I am still tired as all get out. So my brain is not working either. But I'm having during my Sundays starting March 10th, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be doing a rock candy quilt along. And rock candy is the pattern that you see right now behind Stephanie, written, designed by Stephanie, available now on her Etsy shop. The pattern is $10. It's a digital download, PDF download. And I'm going to be doing that through a couple of Sundays. I myself am not a speed demon sewer. So I was asking Stephanie, but we all know Stephanie's like another level of sewability.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna kind of, do it as quickly as I can. I'm gonna have all of the fabric cut before we start on the 10th. So I'll have that part done at least. And then we're just gonna sew until the last Sunday that it's done. And that'll be that.
I know when you asked me that, I was like, I don't know what to tell you as far as the length of time. It took me a day to make it, but
yeah.
First of all, like Shannon said, I tend to sew a little faster than the average quilter, but second, it's kind of my job to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I don't have a full time like you do, and like lots of other people here do, so that I can sit and sew all day. So there's a big difference when you can dedicate that much time. So
that's fair, but I'm just a slow sewer. There's no shame in my game. I'm not sad about it. It's just that's what I am. And so I just have to I was just trying to in my head figure out, well, do I say, oh, it's going to be a 4 Sunday series or what? But we're just going to play it by ear. It'll be the number of Sundays it needs to be.
I think that's perfect because there's no pressure on you to finish by a certain date because there's no deadline for this. It's just fun.
Yeah, it's fun. Stephanie's obviously already made it. It's right behind her. So I had asked, hey, are you gonna do, maybe do a sew along? And of course it makes a lot of sense that maybe she wouldn't want to do it again. Yeah. So I was like, well, maybe I'll do that. I think that'd be fun. Because I think we all have a really good time sewing up Stephanie's projects together, and I'm excited to be able to host that on my Sundays.
Well, I'm honored that you asked me if you could do it. That means the world to me. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm excited. So that'll be again starting March 10th, and then it'll go through. I will probably, if we needed to continue the Sundays, I will probably not do it on Easter Sunday because that's Easter Sunday. I understand that that's like family day. So if we needed to, it would, roll over to the next Sunday after that. But again, like Stephanie was saying, I'm not putting pressure on myself to get it done. And if you guys move faster than me, that is also okay. I'm okay with that. But I do know that I am not alone in my slow and steady sewing. So
yeah. And if you guys do make it, I would love, love, love for you to join the Facebook group and post a picture because I want to see it.
Yeah.
The best thing you can do for a pattern designer is to make your own version and send them a copy because it's really cool for us to see what we've made in other fabrics.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, and speaking of fabric, so I've been kind of bouncing around some ideas. I have a fat quarter of the phosphor electric from Libs Elliott, which I think would look really good. I've also thought about thatched, which I think would look really good too, because I only have a fat quarter bundle of phosphor. but I have half yard bundles of thatched. So
Ooh.
I might be leaning towards thatched just because of the yardage that's required. But
Or we could see what we can see at QuiltCon.
oh, okay. Well, that adds a whole nother layer. That is very true.
If I find something cool, I might be tempted to make it again.
I had not even thought about that. Oh, yes. I love the enabling. This is good. Might think of something else. Uh, so that's going to be on Sundays. And also excited to announce that a couple of Saturdays each month, depending on if there is a retreat or if one of us has something else happening. Ingrid, I'm doing it in alphabetical order. Ingrid, Philippa, myself, and Stephanie, Saturday nights. So it's going to be like a late evening, so like after dark, after the babies have been fed, and it's right. Just the adults hanging out. 7:30. So this starts on the 16th. March 16th, 7:30. It'll be on my channel, my YouTube channel. We are going to be sewing together Little Hooter, which is from Legit Kits. It's a Legit Kit pattern. You can get the pattern. You just do the pattern and get your own fabrics. I think Little Hooter kind of lends itself to a lot of different like going a snow owl. You know, owls look different. You could do a snow owl. You could do a barn owl. You could just do the kit with the fabrics, which is what I have, the fabrics that they gave. But we're going to do that starting the 16th. The 16th and the 30th is March. And then we're going to figure out April, because there's a retreat in the middle of April. So we're going to figure out what Saturdays work for April. But once we get like a schedule settled, we'll definitely announce that too. But we're going to do it, the four of us together on my YouTube channel live. And we would love to have you join us if you have that pattern and you haven't dived. If you haven't opened it yet, there you go. If you haven't started it yet, or if you started and you got frustrated, or if you are going to be working on a different pattern and want to join us, really excited to be able to kind of quasi sew along, teach a legit kit. And I have the four of us who've been talking about this for a while.
Yes.
And things and stuff have kind of just gotten, and I just knew we needed to get it on the calendar. We needed to like set it in stone and I needed to get on it.
Yep.
So that's the second and another fun. It's going to be so much fun to sew with the four of us together. Be warned that we're weird. It's going to be fun.
And the four of us together, I think, are kind of weird, but that's okay. It's tons of fun.
Yeah. There will be a lot of laughing. But you know, I want to like, you know, do it all together, like the prepping the fabric and stuff, talking about all of the things that you do for a legit kit. So if you've never done a legit kit, if you've never done FPP, if you've done a million legit kits and you just want to bounce ideas off of the four of us. Some of us have done some legit kitting. Some of us have done a ton of legit kitting in the past year. And some of us haven't done any. So you'll have like a different perspective from all four of us. So I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think this is Philippa's first one, right?
Yes. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's fun.
I love it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, as you guys know, Shannon's been doing them and Ingrid's done some, I've done some, but Philippa's first one, so that'll be fun.
It's going to be great.
Yes. Yes. All right, so a couple of questions here. Let me see. Somebody made a funny comment. She said, "Little Hooter for night owls."
Okay. Well, I know what my thumbnail is going to be now. That's fantastic. Yes.
And the Traveling Quilter said, "Surely you won't spend any money at QuiltCon." No,
not a penny.
Not a penny. Okay, so somebody asked, "Is your 20,000 on Zoom or on YouTube?" It'll be right here on YouTube. It'll be live, and we'll kind of do like if you were here for my birthday bash, kind of do what we did for that, where we just come together and chit chat and hopefully have some laughs and fun and BYOB. And we're not going to sew that night. We're just going to talk to you guys and talk to each other and yeah, that kind of thing. Have some giveaways. So make sure you bring some questions for us. And then somebody said, I got Stonehenge gradations from Soya at their flash sale today. Do you think rock candy would be? Yes. I think rock candy would be beautiful in Stonehenge.
That would be so cool. Yeah.
You guys know I love Stonehenge. I love Chroma. I love almost all those Northcott fabrics that have those different colors and stuff like that. I think it would
Yeah.
look beautiful. I actually originally, when I made this, um, thought about doing Chroma, which is very similar to Stonehenge. But I had just done a Chroma quilt. And so I decided to use these fabrics because I had gotten these from Soya actually originally in one of their subscription boxes. And then I just had to order a little bit more for those couple of yards that were the third yards instead of quarter yards. And I'm glad I used them because they're bright and they're pretty.
So cool.
Yeah, but I think it would look beautiful in Chroma. Like I said, I had originally planned that. Um, so in Stonehenge gradations are very similar to Chroma. So I
Yeah.
think that'd be great. That'd be perfect. So
Oh, I have Chroma upstairs. Maybe I'll do. See,
Chroma's really pretty. Yeah.
so many ideas.
Okay, let's see. Linda said, I saw that video this morning with Corey's new pattern. Cool. She did a demo with her upcoming Starberry line. I wrote a pattern for Starberry, you guys. It's coming out.
Oh,
Well, I think the fabric comes out in May or June. So yay,
nice.
I'm excited for that. That line's gonna be gorgeous. It's our new Christmas line. So
Oh,
let's see. Somebody else asked something and I gotta find the question.
I gotta pull it up.
Sorry, I'm late, said Melissa. Which pattern? So I'm not sure at what point you came in, but I think it's right after we were talking about legit kits, which I did put a link in the chat if you guys are interested. It is Shannon's affiliate link, so she gets a little bit for it. Not a lot. You're not making her wealthy, but but it'll help her out a little bit if you guys do decide to purchase the pattern or purchase the kit for Little Hooter. But it's Little Hooter that we're doing. It's the owl. And I'm really excited to do one because it's one of the smaller ones, right? Isn't it like 30 by 40 or something?
Yep.
Yeah. Because
So
I've been working on, sorry.
It's like the mini skull over size. It's not the minis like the roses or Starry Night, the really small ones, which are actually a little bit more fiddly. There will be definitely some ease your way into it blocks where on the outside it's fewer fabrics and stuff.
Bigger pieces, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, and I've been working on the sea turtle, which I need to get back to and finish. I've just had so many projects, but that one's big. It's 60 by 80. So it's a big one. It's taking a long time. So it'll kind of be fun to have like the medium sized one.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see what else did I miss. Mary said, I missed your opening announcement. Can you repeat for us latecomers? Oh gosh, Mary, I'm not sure where you came in or what you missed. So main things we talked about is Tuesday, New York Beauty. Next week is QuiltCon. And then the 20,000 subscriber party on Friday the 1st, March 1st. And then our next virtual retreat on March 1st, which we mentioned last week as well. And then the sew along of Corey Yoder's new pattern, Calliope, on March 2nd. And that day I will be starting my live early at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So that way I can get some more of that done because we're not going to get much done at 5.
Yeah. No, that's super exciting. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing.
I'm very excited about it. You guys know I love her fabrics. I love her patterns. So when she offered this one for free, so I talked to her and she said, go ahead, do it on your channel because I don't like to step on anybody's toes. So yeah, so I'm really excited about that.
That's awesome.
How many charm packs do I need for rock candy? It's not charm packs, it's yardage. Mostly it's fat quarters or quarter yards, but there's a couple pieces you need third yards for. So you just have to take a look at the or purchase the pattern, take a look at it, and you'll find all the fabric requirements. So
it's not difficult. It's not going to be like it's like Stephanie, she's genius with this pattern writing stuff. It looks like it is so hard, but it's going to be so much fun to sew up together, and we're going to whiz through it.
Yeah, of the 2 patterns I released the other day, rock candy is the beginner friendly one. The calm waters I don't recommend for a beginner just because there's a lot of little pieces there, you have to fit them together, right? There's a lot of seams to match up. And if you have points off or seams off, it'll make you, well, at least for me, it would make me nuts. So if you're very, very comfortable with your 1/4 inch seam allowance and lining things up, I would say you can do Calm Waters. But if you're more beginner, I would try Rock Candy. So Mom and Pop Quilt Shop, Laura Lynn stopped in. Hi, Laura Lynn.
Hey, Laura Lynn.
I was enjoying your live earlier today. I had to pop off to come on here, but I loved watching you make that Art East pattern. She made the, oh my gosh, what's it called now?
The mammoth, the woolly mammoth with the hat on.
I was thinking of Chili Willy, which is what she was calling it. I knew that wasn't the name of it, but it was a
different thing.
I can't forget that because it was so cute that she was calling it that. So she was making Chili Willy or the woolly mammoth. It's so cute. It came out so well. So
yep.
Good job, Laura Lynn. Let's see.
I saw Stephen pop in.
Oh, hi, Stephen.
Good and Philippa. Yay!
Awesome. It was the so long announcement with Corey Yoder, said Mary. Thank you. It's on my calendar now. Okay, great. Awesome. I thought Shannon mentioned the Rock Candy so long too. Yep.
Yep. That's going to be March 10th on my Sunday live. So 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. Yeah.
The traveling quilter said, Shannon and Stephanie, just the people in your chat make me swoon. Aw. You're so sweet. They're just my friends, Stephen, Laura Lynn. So I'm happy though that makes you happy. That's awesome. Strip piecing for Rock Candy. Nope, it's not strip piecing. Nope. And Shannon won't be giving any of the sizes. You have to buy pattern. Sorry.
Yeah. Can't give anything away.
I worked really hard on it, so the boys kept saying stop with the Chili Willy. I love it, Laura Lynn. I think you should keep the name.
I just figured because you're in Canada and they probably are all the time. So
Karen said, don't laugh. How does one purchase anything off Etsy? Do you have to have an account? I'm not laughing. That's a very good question, actually. Yeah. And no, you don't have to have an account. It's kind of like other websites where you can check out like as a guest.
Yep.
The good thing is though, if you do create an account, is if you buy things like digital patterns, is that they're always there in your purchases. So you don't have to worry about, oh, I deleted the email by accident or anything like that. You can just go sign into your account, find your purchases, and then next it will say like download here your files or whatever. So that is the one good thing about creating an account on Etsy, but you don't have to have one to purchase at Etsy. So
no, that's a very good question, because if you had that question, someone else had that question. So
yeah, absolutely. No, that's a great question, actually. So because there are some other creators here, I'm going to go ahead and pop their information in the chat. So Shannon, if you want to just chat for a few minutes while I do that.
Oh, cool. Yes. Yay. So when Stephanie invited me tonight, I was like, oh, this is a great opportunity. One, to talk about all the fun stuff we have coming up, and two, to play catch up on Carnival. So if we actually end up sewing anything, we have such a good time chatting with you guys. It's hit or miss whether we're going to get anything done, but I'm going to be working on the steampunk one, the Ferris wheel of cotton cuts, because I am so behind. The one that I sewed with us, when we are together sewing Carnival, is the hot air balloon. It's that blue and creamy white one. Oh, so beautiful. And I haven't sewn Ferris wheel since Clue 2. So I am well behind. I got 3 through 7 to do, which I don't think I'm going to get to all tonight, but I've got a good shot at it since it's all pre-cut and I don't have to do anything.
Yeah. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, so listen, there is just no good time to do a live. I will tell you that. But the good thing about the live is that it will always be there. So if you want to like have it playing and sew along with us, and then if you ever have any questions about anything that we're doing, either on the Rock Candy sew along, or if you see the little Hooter live afterwards because you can't join, my email is always in the description, and you can email me anytime with any questions. And now I may not answer like immediately that night. I have, again, full-time job, two kids, I've got stuff happening, but I do answer all the emails. So please don't feel like you can't reach out to me, even if it's the smallest question and you think it's ridiculous. Again, if you're asking it, somebody else needs to know it, and I will probably address it. I won't say your name or anything, but I'll probably address it in the next one to say, hey, if you had a question like this, I obviously I didn't explain it very well. Let's talk about it. And so never feel like you can't ask me questions.
Yeah.
I live for.
I just want to shout out to Laura Lynn really quick. Her dinner's ready. And so I want to say thank you for coming by, and definitely go eat. You had a whole 6-hour live today. I'm sure you're starving. So,
yeah, that's
thank you for being here for a minute. I appreciate it. So yeah, and back to what Shannon was saying about rock candy too. I will be at her chats or in her chats while she's doing rock candy. So I can definitely help you if you have any questions. What we won't do is give you out pattern specifics, but I can definitely answer questions. So I am so happy to do that.
Yeah, we'll have the absolute awesome fact that we're going to have the creator in the house.
Well, I'm seriously going to look at QuiltCon, and if I see some fun fabric to do another one, I might do another one.
That'd be great.
That would be cool. So, oh, lots of fun stuff coming up. I'm really excited.
We're busy. We certainly do like to keep ourselves busy.
We do. Speaking of busy, you guys know I usually do a sew day with Stephen Bland of the Idiot Quilter, who's here in the chat. And I won't be there this Wednesday because I'm going to be obviously traveling to Baltimore to flying into Baltimore so I can travel with Shannon and Ingrid down to QuiltCon. So I'm super excited about that. But even though I'm not there, Stephen's going to be there. So make sure you check out the sew day. And I'm going to put that in the chat now, the link to that. That is a private Zoom. It's not here on YouTube because I know a lot of you don't want to be live on YouTube. It's never going to be on YouTube. You just come, have fun, sew for the day. It starts at 9 a.m. Eastern time. And we do it every Wednesday. And it's been great. We've had a few new people lately and join us, and they've been a great addition. And we sew a lot. Sometimes we talk. Sometimes we don't talk, and we just sew and work really hard. And then somebody might finish a project and they show it, and then we all get excited for them. So it's a really like encouraging day to get some work done. So if you are somebody who is free on Wednesdays, we'd love to have you.
It's a good time. When I've been able to sneak in, it's a really good time.
Yeah, it is. I feel bad abandoning Stephen. Oh, he said, oh gosh, no, Stephanie will not be at the sew day. Well, there goes the day. I will be all alone. You'll have all those ladies, Stephen, helping you to buy things.
Yeah.
That's one warning about those days. We like to enable each other and say, oh, have you seen this pattern? Have you seen this gadget? Have you seen this? Have you seen that?
It's amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. So be forewarned. You might get some suggestions on things to purchase.
You'll be spending a fun time spending your money.
Yes. Oh, so I guess it was in the headline, but I didn't really talk about it. Shannon was talking about she's working on Carnival. I am working on the Red Pandas. If you guys remember, let me get one here. Here's what one of them looks like. So
Woo!
cute.
So cute.
Oh my gosh, he needs a tail yet, but he's cute.
He's
But right now I'm working on let me see if I can show you. So here's what the pattern's gonna, or the quilt's gonna look like. So right now I'm working on the leaf sections here.
Oh.
because I'm tired and I didn't want to do stuff that was really fiddly. And the leaves aren't super fiddly, so I'm working on that right now. But this will take probably one more day of sewing, so probably another Saturday to finish up those panda bodies. But it's coming along. I like these Art East patterns. This one is definitely not as fiddly as or small of pieces as the Going Coastal one was.
Yeah.
That one took me quite a bit longer, but I really love it. So
Well, it's gorgeous.
thank you.
Ooh, I'm in half square triangle heaven on three.
Let's see.
They're asking
Yep,
about
Wednesday usually costs me money, said Stephen. Yeah.
they're asking
Hi,
about is that
Steve.
Eastern? Yeah,
Sorry.
you're gonna have to get
Oh,
up early.
oh yeah. So I have to get up early. You don't have to be there right at 9 a.m. Eastern time. You can come anytime during the day. People pop in like Shannon has on her lunch break. You can come later in the day. It goes till about 4 p.m. Although with me not being there, I don't know if Stephen will keep it open till 4 or not. He may or may not. He usually sews all day anyway, so he might. The pandas are cute. Not doing it. You know me and small pieces. Yes. Yep. I do know you in small pieces.
So it really, I mean, watching Laura Lynn today, seeing you do all that work at in Georgia, it is worth it. Like
It
all the
is worth
tiny
it. I
pieces are
mean,
worth
it when you're in the middle of it doing them, you're like, why did I do this?
it.
I'll be honest with you. It gets a little overwhelming because the cutting's intense. There's so many pieces. But once you get past the cutting and you start sewing together and you start seeing like the face and you're like, oh my God, that was totally worth it. So I promise it's they're worth it. I've done the going coastal, and then the Puffin Star so far of Art East, and I love them both. So I just look at those and remember how awesome they are at the end, and that keeps me going. So
I have the Puffin Star kit. And I just
the applique one, yeah.
well, that yes, but also the star, the one that you did. That I
Oh,
got the
you
kit
did
from
that. You
them.
have that one too?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome.
I just haven't just been so anti small piece.
I'm telling you, the cutting is the worst part. After you get cut, you're like, okay, this is good. I can do this. Because it's all traditional piecing. There's no paper piecing for those of you. I know that Shannon's our paper piecing queen, and I love paper piecing too. But I know a lot of you don't like paper piecing as much, and
Yeah,
these are all traditionally pieced. So no paper piecing here. Let's see. I will probably keep it going till 4 since it will be only me there. Boo-hoo. Oh, I think you're gonna have lots of ladies there supporting you, Stephen. I don't think that's gonna be a problem.
hi, Shelly. Shelly S just came in.
Hey, Shelly, how are you doing?
Oh, Jeannie just asked how many pieces are in each block. Well, I guess it kind of depends on if you're doing the leaves. It's probably different than the pandas.
Yeah, the leaves are a lot easier. The leaves were just like one piece of this yellow and then the background on either end. And then I have to put them together with these background pieces. And then there'll be this stem down the middle. So these are pretty simple. Um, but, and actually none of these were that bad. I don't know how many pieces are in this. It's a lot. Uh, it's over 50 for a face.
Yeah.
So, but there was a couple other blocks in some of the other things I did that were more than that. So, they take some time. This is not a project you're going to do, the Art East quilts are projects that you're going to do like in a day. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if you're making one block, you could, but you're not going to do probably a whole quilt in one day. But like Shannon said, the outcome is worth it. So
It's pretty cool seeing them like whip up so fast.
yeah. Let's see. Faith is here. Hi there.
Hey, Faith.
Faith said, on your announcement day, someone wondered if these were your first patterns. Nope. How would we buy one or more of your previous patterns? Well, all the previous patterns that I've done that I am okay with the light of day seeing, because some of them are buried deep in a drawer. Those are mostly in my Etsy shop. So yeah. There's a few that aren't in my Etsy shop because they shouldn't come out until I revise them now that I know what I'm doing.
That's funny. That's oh, it's like Taylor Swift where she's come out with like her Taylor version.
Mm-hmm.
It's Stephanie 2.0.
There you go. And Mozilla wants to know, Shannon, are your patterns downloads?
So I are you talking? Wait, hold on. Do you mean the little hooter, the one that we're going to work on, or do you mean like my personal pattern that I only have one of so far? Mm-hmm. So legit kits, the one that we're doing on Saturday nights, they do not have digital downloads any longer. You can get just the pattern if you're like most quilters that have a stash and you want to go through the fun, and I mean fun. I changed the fabrics out for building blocks, and that was actually a lot of fun figuring out what I was going to put where. So it is kind of fun. But if you have your own stash and you want to like color match through that, you can do that, or you can get the kit from Legit Kits with the Kona fabric all together, so you don't have to worry about all of that. The one pattern that I wrote for our first virtual retreat is a PDF download on my own website. Woohoo! Which I have to thank Stephanie for, one, talking me into doing it, to creating the pattern, and two, talking me into believing that it was worth putting out to be sold. So
yeah, let me grab that link. And here is the link for Shannon's shop too, if you're interested. Check it out. I know you're interested. So just check it out. So somebody said, what is the pattern? What pattern is the quilt behind Stephanie? That's my new pattern, Rock Candy, one of my new patterns. I have two. I still need to quilt it, but the top is all done otherwise, and I really love it. So
if you decide to purchase it from Stephanie's shop, you can join us on Sundays, and we're going to sew along and sew that up together. So that's the Rock Candy pattern that we're doing on Sundays, starting March 10th.
I'm excited. I'm so honored that you decided to do that. I can't wait to watch and see what fabrics people pick and stuff like that.
It'll be so fun.
Yeah. Stephanie, you should put the name of the quilt each week that is behind you and info on where to get it in the Nightbot. That's a good idea, Stephen.
Oh, that's smart. Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Yeah. It's not always mine, so I don't always think about that. But yeah, that's a good idea. But I could do it even if it's not mine. So like last week, I think I had the Fort Worth one.
Yeah.
Yep. I forget to update Nightbot. Are you bad about that too? Or am I the only one?
So bad.
Yeah.
So bad.
Oh, thanks, Catherine. Listening while driving home from another family birthday party, said Tamara. Good to have you. Good to see
Oh,
you.
fun.
Looking forward to seeing you in a few weeks at the retreat.
Yes.
Mhm.
I can't wait to hear about all the antics that Tammy and Marla have gotten into and all their
I know.
top popping that they've done.
I know. So fun.
Crazy girls. This
They
is
did. They participated in that like Ohio shop hop thing.
yeah.
And I was like happy for them, but at the same time, I was like, oh, I want to go.
Exhausted. But I was also exhausted for them.
I know everything they did. I was like, oh my gosh, are you guys going to all those places? But I would have been exhausted and I just didn't have time to do any of that because I was like between two retreats and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But it was fun hearing just
It
some.
was. And I can't wait to hear more. I'm sure they have more stories that we haven't heard yet.
Oh, God. Oh, Faith is asking, will we have new patterns for our new virtual retreat?
Yes, we will. Yes, we are writing two new patterns, one each, and they're going to kind of go together. So
yeah,
that's a fun thing we coordinated this time.
It's a beach bum theme, and I'm excited. I think you guys will be super excited too, but I'm so excited about how they're going to go together and like fit the theme and everything.
Do you set up? Oh, no, Stephen. I can tell you how to do that if you want to. You just have to click when I'm at your live, Stephen, you just have to click on my name. It'll say like, do you want to make this person a moderator? That's how you do it. You don't have to do it through Nightbot. Yep.
Oh, hello, Glock. Thanks for not listening to me say don't come up here.
What would it be without a live without the kitty cat?
I know, right?
And he's so cute.
He's the fashion diva. Come on, baby. You're going to be mad at me for making you go away. I know. But you're going to knock all of my stuff down. Come here. Come on. I know. But you're
Shannon will have her brunch tomorrow.
Yes.
At 11 a.m. And then our friend Stephen, who is just asking me about the moderator thing, he will have his live at 4 p.m. And his lives are always very entertaining. So you guys need to go over there if you haven't yet and watch one of his lives because he always has a topic for his lives, but he gets people asking questions and then they go off on tangents and then they end up in a completely different spot from where they started.
Says this is the target. Yeah. This is what we're aiming for. And this is how we get there.
And it's always very interesting and very, very entertaining. Sometimes a little, way off of where it's supposed to be. But I always leave his lives like not only laughing, but with all these thoughts in my head because the things that come out on his lives. So make sure you guys go over to Stephen's channel tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern time. It's the Idiot Quilter right here on YouTube. Stephen or Bland Designs in the Idiot Quilter. It's just a riot. I love going.
He does not shy away from the hot take. So if you've got a question, feel free to throw it out there.
Yes, for sure. Oops, I think I put one of these pieces on wrong. Seam Ripper's my friend.
So you were starting to sing. I love when Laura Lynn sings the Seam Ripper song.
Yeah. All right. Oh wait, what if I turned it? Huh. It's not wrong. I just needed to turn it around.
Oh, well, there you go. That's always a nice
Except surprise. I started ripping, so now I got to sew it back on.
Y'all, how long have I been air sewing? Let's see. 1, 2, 3. That's not good so far. 3 half square triangle sets.
Oh, that's better than ripping something that you didn't need to.
Oh, this is true. That's very true.
Oh, I can't believe I just did that. That's okay. Oh well.
I have obviously been doing some good sewing because I have run out of so many bobbins lately. Oh,
Oh,
that's
you
just
know what I
shameful.
did? I did that backwards too. That's why I didn't look right.
Oh,
You know what? It's gonna stay.
there you go.
The leaves on the left are supposed to be slightly lower than leaves on the right. The runs on the right are supposed to be higher, and I reversed that. But it's gonna stay because it's still gonna look fine. So
Yeah.
I'm leaving it. Let's see.
Nobody will know.
No, well, the pattern designer will know, but that's okay.
Okay,
John, I'm sorry.
John will know.
It's still gonna look fine. See, it's gonna be like this, where it's supposed to be like that.
Oh yeah.
I'm not picking that out for that.
Nah.
Because I'd have to take that center stem off because I just put it on the wrong side of the original one. That's okay. I don't want to seam rip.
Nope. I am pro no seam rip.
Yep. Let's see. Steven said, well, you know, I have no filter and there's and there's always a squirrel in the room. Yes, I know. But that's what is so fun about your channel. I love it because you know me, I have a hard time being unfiltered, but you're teaching me some things, so I appreciate that. Let's see. The traveling quilter said I need to get a calendar instead of trying to remember where I want to go when. Melissa said I love that Stephen tells it like it is. Me too. And so does Philippa. Hi, Chesco. Good to see you. Chesco, how was the retreat? And are you going to the next one? Tangles S said air sewing. I did that this morning. How many of us have done that? I mean, raise your hand. I think all of us at one point.
In good company, I know.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That makes it sting a little less.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I missed you too, Chesco. I couldn't come this time. It was like they said it was going to be all seafood and I'm allergic, so yeah. Philippa said I watched on my way to work. One day I was drinking coffee, had to pull over as I nearly choked on something they said. No. Shelly so said creative choice. Yes, I'm making a creative decision to change so I don't have to rip. Karen said I enjoy Stephen's channels. I don't always comment, but I like his variety of content. Yes. Tammy said, what antics? We are into shenanigans. We were into shenanigans down in Georgia for real.
Yep.
Chesco said it was lovely. I had an intense sewing marathon. I hope that means you got a whole lot done. That's awesome. I'm planning to go to the next one indeed. Very cool.
Oh, nice.
Oh, let's see.
Oh, the traveling quilter. That's yeah. That I need to do. I keep saying I'm going to do that and don't.
What's
Got one
that?
of those the little like face trimmer like for seam ripping
Oh,
instead.
yeah.
Always smart to buy it from the men's aisle instead of the quilting supplies.
You haven't tried one yet?
No, I have. I just don't have
Oh.
one. Like I've tried other people's, and I keep saying I'm going to get one, and then I haven't. And yeah, they're amazing seam rippers.
Yeah, they are. Works really good.
And I should do it before I leave for QuiltCon because then some salesperson will sucker me into buying one that's more expensive.
Oh, Chesco said, but just FYI, I don't think they served seafood at the end. Oh, that was one of the things they said they were going to do because they said people with seafood allergies shouldn't attend. So interesting. I had a big project, managed to do 3/4 of it, said Chesco. That's awesome.
Maybe they were surprised by how many people have seafood allergies and like 3 people signed up.
Maybe that's why they changed it. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I always carry my EpiPen anyway, but you know, when they said it was going to be majority of that, I was like, yeah, no, I probably
Yeah,
should just not.
there's no reason to put yourself in the situation.
Nope.
So I've been wishy-washy about what my Sunday brunch was going to be about tomorrow, and
Yeah.
it's going to be about carnival catch-up. It's going to be about doing this.
Oh, yeah. I'll
Yeah.
have to sew with you in spirit because like I have so much stuff to catch up on. Yeah. Um, Shannon Rhodes is here. She said the
Hey,
Dollar
Shannon.
Tree has them in the makeup section. Ooh, that
That's
would be nice. The Traveling Culture said this was the little plastic one, not the electric. It was better than the electric. Yeah.
oh neat. I think Steven's trying to rap. He said, "Go yo my channel." Is it MC Bland Designs now? What's happening?
That's funny. Dragonflies for Donna said I would love to see a video using that as a seam ripper. Oh, easy. That I can show that to you guys, or Shannon can. It's simple. They work really well. Chesco said, love the quilt hanging on the wall behind you. I did a similar project like it. It was tons of fun. Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's my new pattern, rock candy. All right, so here is one of the leaf sections.
Yay!
I got one done. I get work on the second one. Steven said, yo, yo, what's up? You sound like my husband. There's a chicken place over here that he likes to go to that I don't go with him. First of all, Sarah and Keith, that's kind of like their spot, and he likes it better than I don't love it that much. But every time he pulls up there, and I don't go with him anymore because of this, it's embarrassing. He goes, yo, yo, chicken to go. Sounds like Keith. Oh, Steven. That's so funny. Gonna have to start rapping on some shorts or something.
Oh my lord! Can
That
it?
would
Can
be
we have
so
that
fun.
happen, please?
Huh?
Can we have that happen, please?
I wanted to. I think that would be hilarious. Let's see.
That'll be some of the shorts from Georgia this year. I'll write a quilt rap and have Steven do it.
Yeah.
With Walter just standing behind him like this.
Oh, funny. Let's see. Shelly said I need to do my Tree of Life clue all by myself. I wasn't able to do that on Zoom. I thought you already did it, Shelly. I thought you posted a picture. I must have been, I don't know. I must have been seeing things.
So many people posted it and like had gotten it in
Yeah.
time. We were just
Maybe it was Carnival she posted a picture of. I could be totally wrong.
Mm.
Let's see. Chesco said, Rock Candy, love the name. All the best. Thanks, Chesco. Hi, Jen. Jennifer Turney's here.
Hey, Jen.
She said, thank you for sending out the fabric requirements for Millersburg. So excited to start cutting. Yay! I will get you guys the cutting instructions as soon as we get back from QuiltCon. Angel said, I expect that wrap to be grammatically correct, Bland Designs in the Idiot Quilter. Oh, that was a New York Beauty. See, there's too many projects. I'm getting them all confused.
We really do have a lot of stuff going on.
What's that?
I said we really do have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Jen said, LOL, Stephen, you have created an image I can't shake. That's so funny. Philippa said Shannon and I immediately had a vision of Stephen with wrapper cap to the side, big baggy pants hanging off his hips, and lots of gold chains around his neck.
With one of them in the Flavor Flav with a clock. Yes, and I am absolutely here for it. Oh,
oh gosh! All right, Stephen. Now you're gonna have to like dress up like that. And
you got to get a tracksuit. Oh my lord!
Oh my gosh!
It's got to go throwback like 1980s, 90s.
So funny. That was my look in the 80s, said Stephen. Shelly said, my tree of life didn't arrive till late last week. Yeah, most of ours didn't either.
Yep.
Yep. Shannon and I weren't sure if we were going to even get them on time.
Block. Oh, gotta knock everything down, cat. Come on. Hi. Come on.
We want a picture now, said Jen. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, Stephen, we've created a whole thing for you for your channel. The Rappin' Quilter.
MC Steven and DJ Walter.
Yeah. I just got that picture in my head. Oh, funny. Steven said, thank goodness you two are not my fashion designer.
Oh, but we could be. Let's go to the thrift shops.
Oh, I just thought of a game for the retreat in Georgia. Dress Steven.
Better than paper dolls.
Oh gosh.
You are causing problems, my cat. You're such a pain in the butt, cat.
And Steven said, and there's the cat behind.
Yep. He feels so comfortable with you all.
That's right. Oh, he said, you guys have an overactive imagination.
I think it's a stellar Halloween costume for this year.
I think so too. So you're working on the steampunk one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I can't wait to see
Ferris wheel is the line.
Yeah.
And I see everybody posting it, and it's so pretty. It's just so neat and different.
Yeah. Okay, Ingrid agrees with us. She said that sounds like a fun game.
Yes.
Really spice up that retreat.
Steven's our new Ken doll. Oh, I remember what you don't like, Fred.
He's gonna kill us in a minute.
I know. All fun and games now, ladies. Okay.
We love you, Steven.
No, you're not scared of it anymore? Oh, okay. He used to be scared every time the sewing machine started.
Oh yeah.
I looked back at it and said, okay. It's you and me tonight.
What is my colorway for cotton cuts? Said Catherine. Which one are you talking about? If you're talking about the Tree of Life that just started, my colorway is Serenity, which is the Marrakesh Cool. Although I will tell you, I love it, but I really love Shannon's, the Marrakesh Warm. It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, so gorgeous. But I love the Marrakesh fabric, period. That fabric is amazing.
Yeah.
So for that one, but for Carnival, I am doing forget what it was called, petting zoo, I think. The Tula.
Cool one, yep.
Yeah, the petting zoo for Tula and I had two, and I can't think of what the other one was called at all.
Sarah's doing either Sky Dancer or Sky Flyer, right?
Yeah, and I'm doing the opposite. Yeah,
Okay.
I get those two mixed up. Hers has like the little kind of calmer colors, like the peach and the gray, and it's got animals on it, and I'm the opposite one, which is blues. It's
The
like
blues,
Shannon said, Sky Flyer or Sky Diver or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
So those are my ones for Carnival. So yeah.
Oh, what did I miss? Where did I put my phone? I need to see what I missed.
Susan, I'm not Ken because I'm anatomically correct. Well, I don't know that 100% for sure, but I'm going to totally believe you and agree with you. Oh, goodness.
No, thanks, Steven. Glock apparently loves
what?
the attention.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Your cat. He's so pretty. Hi, Colleen. Good to see you. And Myra's here. Hi, Myra. She said, I discovered that my baby lock machine is timed to organ needles. That made a difference.
Oh, I didn't know that you could. I do not know enough about machines. I didn't know that you could time a machine to a specific needle.
I know that Janome suggests organ needles, and so that's what I use, but I didn't know that they were timed to a specific needle. That's interesting. But good to know, because if your machine performs better on certain needles, that's what you should do.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, it's just like you with your upside down threads. How did you even figure that?
Oh my gosh. I've probably over the last 3-4 years have heard that hundreds of times.
Yeah.
Not quite thousands yet, but hundreds of times.
But how did you figure it out? It worked for you. That's so wild.
Because it wasn't working real well. And I know Orifel is a good thread, right?
Yeah.
It kind of was snagging and breaking a little bit and stuff. So I was reading the manual for my machine, which, who does that? I don't do that.
Anymore.
But I actually got the manual out because I thought there must be something that I'm doing wrong. So I looked in the manual, and the way that it shows the thread coming off the spool is opposite of the way that Orifil is wound.
Oh.
If you hold it upright. So Orifil comes off, I think it's clockwise, maybe? I don't know. I think it's clockwise if you have it upright and counterclockwise if you have it upside down.
So it needed to be off that direction.
It needed to come off counterclockwise. And so once I turned it around, because I was like, oh, let me just turn it upside down and see what happens. Oh my gosh, such a difference. And it's picky because not all Genomes are like this, but it's picky because it is a high-speed machine. So
Oh, yeah.
I have to use special needles. I can't use regular old like Universal or 8012 off the shelf. They're high speed needles, and because it goes so fast, you have to have the needle right, you have to have the thread right, or you get breaks or your needles can break. So once I figured out all that stuff, like this machine purrs like a kitten. I love my machine.
That's why
So
I never looked at that before. And I looked at what I'm using, which is Glide, because it came with the Juki.
mhm.
It like Orville is totally opposite. I never even looked at that. That's
Yep,
wild.
totally opposite. If you have a machine with like a that is not a high speed like mine, it's fine. Or if you have like one of the side loading, you know,
Yeah.
it's fine too. But this is it's a top loading and it has to specifically go that way. If it doesn't, it breaks the thread. So because it goes so fast that it, you know,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wild.
wild.
Oh, I love
But yeah, I've
learning
had that
stuff.
question hundreds of times. People like, you have your thread on upside down. Yes.
No, really? I haven't been doing this for a little while. Thanks.
Yep. Debbie said, we are so entertaining. Glad to entertain you. That's awesome. Lauren says the thread passes through the needle shank differently. Oh, okay. Interesting. Steven said, and organ needles play church tunes. Yes. My machine sings Pachelbel Canon when I sew. Funny. The traveling quilter said, I thought all needles were the same, not as strong. When all else fails with Joanne's coupons, I get needles. Traveling quilter said, yes, some threads are cross wound, some around. That does make a difference. Yeah. She also said, Myra also said, I discovered the same thing. I was threading my thread the wrong way off of the spool. It does make a difference if your machine needs it to be a certain way. Yep. My Bernina 880 is just picky. I've heard that about Berninas. I've never played with one, so I can't speak to, what kind of machines they are, but I've heard that Berninas are kind of picky.
I need to get to that stuff. Yeah.
By the way, the vast majority of needles are made by Oregon, and companies like Janome just put their name on them. That's absolutely correct. Stephen has that 100% correct. Pretty much needles are made by Schmetz in Oregon, and companies that have things labeled otherwise, they're made by one of those companies, I'm telling you. The long arm needles for my long arm machine that I purchased from the company I bought my machine from, they have them labeled as theirs. They're not theirs. They're Schmetz's needles. So
Wow.
let's see.
I wonder how much they pay for the privilege to not have Schmetz's name on it.
I don't know. That's a good question. The only reason I knew that is because they were out of stock of them for a long time. And so I looked up on message boards and stuff where I could find the needles. And they're like, you can just go buy them from here. They're this needle. And I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, they're made the same thing. And I started doing, I'm a dork this way. I started doing research into needles. Yep.
It's wild.
Yep.
I mean, for the right price, I'd be totally willing to let another company put their name on my thing.
What's that?
If for the right price, I'd be totally willing to let another company put their name on my thing.
Absolutely.
If you think it makes it better, okay.
Let's see. I discovered the same thing. Math Geek said that's also interesting. Probably why my Juki doesn't like Orifil. Could be. Mary said, "How do you do? I'm really late. It's fine. Welcome." Lauren said it's over or under off the spool. Shelly said, "Can you take the end cap off the spool of Orifil and put it on the other end? Maybe that would help with comments." I don't do that because I tried that one time, Shelly, and depending on how the thread is wound, I had where a whole bunch of the thread came off the end, but
Yeah.
it wasn't like the part of the thread that was attached to the loose piece. It was somewhere in the middle of the spool. So I ruined a whole spool of thread doing that. So don't do that ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, I could do that because it'll stop questions, but do I want to? No, because Orifil's expensive. I don't want to ruin a whole nother thing of thread. So yeah. So yes, there are solutions like that. But I'm not doing it because I've seen the downside to it. Math Geek said, oh, Steven says his plays the Death March. Math Geek said her Juki can sew on a HA times 1 or HL times 5. Never had an issue with either one. That's what mine uses too, Math Geek, is a HL times 5. Dummery said, oh my, that's why my machine does not like Orifil. See, I taught you all something new today.
That's awesome. I never would have thought of that.
And
So
Mary said her Bernina isn't picky at all. See, that's so strange. I've heard a lot of people say their Bernina is really picky. But it just must be like whatever certain one you get.
oh, okay, Marianne, just rub it in.
Lauren
Marianne just got back
said,
fabric shopping. Okay.
oh, Lauren said that mine plays that tune if I'm doing embroidery and leave the room. Sally said I've been doing catch up on Carnival as well. I'm way behind. Colleen said I saw her vlog with that pattern. It's lovely. I think she's talking about the Corey Yoder pattern.
Oh yeah.
It is amazing. The traveling quilter said, like, not drinking certain beer because who endorses it, but the company makes 20 other kinds they still drink.
Yeah.
I'm not a beer drinker, so I have no idea. But yes, that idea.
I never thought that there would be a downside to Acorn Easy Press, but when you're trying to nest seams and your seams are so flat that you can't nest them because they slide right over each other.
That sounds like a rap song. Can't press this.
Hey, there we go, Steven.
Just like Sears, Kenmore are all made by different manufacturing companies. Are there any of those anymore? But yes, the Kenmore sewing machines that everybody loved back in the day. If you didn't know this, I'm going to teach you something else new. They were made by Janome.
I didn't know that either.
What's that?
I did not know that either.
Yep. So a lot of people say, oh, the Kenmores are workhorses. They were made by Janome. They're good machines. Marianne said, I don't need any more fabric. Sure you do. We all need more fabric. Said. I know. I know. It gets overwhelming if you get too much, but there's always more pretties. Hi, Siberian Wind. Good to see you. Oh, she bought something for you, Shannon.
What?
She said, I bought some lovely green for something for you eventually.
Ooh.
Nice. Shannon Rhodes said, I had an old machine that when I loaded the bobbin into the machine, I had to remember to say, P is not perfect, but Q is correct. Otherwise, it was backwards.
Huh.
That's a good way of saying that. Yes, that's a good point, Stephen. He said you might want to check the needle size you're using with Orifil and what weight you are using. Orifil, I did a video on Orifil thread, the different weights of Orifil and what needles they recommended with the Orifil. So you could check that out, or you can go right to Orifil's website and they have a guide. There's definitely certain needles that they recommend as far as sizes or microtext or universal with different threads. So Unsewing is not easy with acorn press. That's true. Kenmore
Yep.
appliances were made by Frigidaire. Catherine said, so faster. Okay. Need is a big word. Yeah. I use my Kenmore, no problem. For all of you that have a Kenmore, you should hang on to it. Those are really good machines, and they're really hard to find now. Okay, now I can press these guys. And maybe I'll put this one together the correct way. And if I don't, oh well.
All right, Mr. Man. Moving on to the next part. I need you to move.
But Mom.
I know.
It's fun hanging out with all these people who love to quilt and love cats.
Look, go get your sister. What is she doing? You're usually annoyed by something she's doing. Go see what she's up to. No.
The real star of Shannon's channel is Gluck.
Absolutely. And he knows it. I let him off on this side. He'll come back around and jump up over here on this side.
On that side.
Pain in my tush.
Oh, goodness.
It's unfortunate how unloved these cats are.
Mm,
The sad, sad story.
I know. They're so cute, though.
Yeah.
Last night, my husband he got home from his business trip and he fell asleep on the couch. And I come down because I was upstairs getting the kids settled and come downstairs. And our middle child, Luke, was laying with him. And I looked over at him and it was cute because he was laying right next to him. And then on top of Keith's head was the cat. The cat was literally sitting right on top of his head. And Keith did not care one bit. Like, he did not move. I was like, all right.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen him sit on somebody's head.
That's funny.
It was hilarious. I think he might have missed him too.
Aw. He's just marking his territory again.
Yep. Ha! You thought you had a husband. He's mine. Oh, that's why. Okay. Good night, Sally. Good to see you. She says she's been working on her cotton cuts project since Russ was on. Oh, goodness. That's a long day. Yeah.
Wow.
Take a break for sure. Let's see. Melissa said, I'm sitting here ripping apart blocks with both of my pups. Aw. That's fun. At least you have company. That's good. While you rip. Let's see. It's been fun. Have a good rest of your weekend, said Landa. Thank you.
Thanks, Landa. It's satisfying seeing a kitty get hugged and head scritches. They are here for the head scritches for sure.
Yes.
They
yes.
Love it.
The traveling quilter said years ago in the 80s, I worked at a women's dress store for dress buyer. Same dresses came in, one to regular floor, one to better dresses. Only difference was a belt, but hundreds of dollars in difference. Wow.
Wow. A belt was the big difference. Okay.
Hmm. Amazing.
Oh, Yvonne's saying that she had a Kenmore. It was given to her by the owner of a Ben Franklin store.
Mhm.
We used to have a Ben Franklin here. That was like the place to go.
Yeah.
I loved Ben Franklin. Oh my gosh.
Ben Franklin and Woolworths.
Oh, I remember Woolworths.
Did you guys have Woolworths? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember going to Ben Franklin. It was like considered the five and dime store, and then Woolworths. We used to go to as kids with our grandparents. We'd sit at the counter and have like a malt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man.
Gone are them days.
Yeah. I was talking to my sisters. I remember my sister's first job was at People's, which is what CVS was before it was CVS.
Oh yeah.
Like, wow, I hadn't thought of People's in a long time.
Wow.
Totally about CVS used to be something else.
I didn't even remember that until you just said that.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah, and now I'm like, oh yeah. Like I wouldn't look at CVS now and go, oh, that used to be, I didn't even remember that.
Yeah.
Huh.
And it was in the same shopping center that the Woolworths was in.
Yeah.
And so was the Baskin and Robbins. So we would go.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes we'd go to Baskin Robbins. Sometimes we'd go into Woolworths.
Nice.
We would go get a coloring book from CVS sometimes when we were kids. Well, People's back then when we were younger.
Yep.
Simpler times when I didn't have any adulting to do. That's the only reason why I would think it was simpler times, because I was a kid and I didn't make any decisions.
Right. Aw, Myra said, thank you, ladies, for making me smile on a cold February day in Eastern Washington. You are very welcome. We love having you here.
Oh, Jeff's saying that People's in Canada was a jewelry store. Wow.
Oh, wow.
And wait, Philippa said they have a Woolworths and it's a grocery store.
But it's a grocery store. That's interesting.
Yeah. Grow up, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Yeah, they all lied.
Yeah.
Though I do I remember one day getting so mad at my parents because I wanted a bag of Reese's Pieces, which is my favorite snack to have while sewing. I wanted it so bad. And they
Were
said
you an ET fan?
I so was. And they said I couldn't have it. And I was like, I can't wait until I'm older and I can have as many Reese's Pieces bags as I want. And the first thing I did with my first paycheck was get a bag of Reese's Pieces with my own money and was like, you can't make me buy it.
Oh, how fun.
So every once in a while I'll go and I'll buy, it doesn't have to be Reese's, but I'll just go and buy myself candy and like not bring it back to the kids or whatever. Like it's just for me. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sometimes adulting's pretty darn cool.
Yes. So true. The traveling quilter said our CVS was Hooks. Interesting. Never heard that one. The LQ3 quilter said, I'm visiting my mom in Port St. Lucie, Florida, and came to my favorite restaurant by myself, and I'm eating shrimp while watching us.
Oh, Oh my God, I love that. That's so fun.
That's so cool. It's so cool to me that there's like people all over.
Yeah.
That still amazes me. We have somebody from, we have people from Canada here. We have people from Australia here. We have somebody eating shrimp in Florida here.
Yes.
So fun.
It's the pros and cons of the internet.
Yes.
It's made the world so much smaller in really good ways for things like this.
Oh, absolutely. We've met people that we never would have met. It's really cool. And it lets me keep in touch with people that I've met at places. Like I've met a lot of people at the So Yeah retreat and other places, and now they're here.
Oh, see, Diana's just catching up from Bermuda. Okay.
Oh, nice. Yes, we have Bermuda people here. One Bermuda person. I don't know anybody else from Bermuda except for Diana, but how fun.
Hello again. Hi. Hello. Still in the way.
Oh, that's fun. Shannon said they still have a Ben Franklin there.
Oh,
cool.
That was like the play. I mean, they kick Michael's, AC Moore, all of this, but they kick their butts.
Yep.
Ben Franklin
there is still like the storefront here in one of our local towns. There's a local town south of me called Oberlin, and it's a cute little college town, but it's really older town. And they have still the storefront that says Ben Franklin, like on the building.
Yeah.
But it's not a Ben Franklin anymore. It's something else. I can't remember what it is, but it's really cool that they kept that. I like when they do that, when they preserve like some of the history.
Yeah.
That's really neat. Jennifer said, Stephen, does tasty cheese come in a can? Oh, cheese in a can.
We're gonna have to stock up for December.
Huh?
We're gonna have to stock up on cheese in a can for December.
I know. I brought him some this last time. I'm gonna bring him some more. I told him when Keith goes up, he has got to go up to Canada for work soon. I said when he comes up, I'm gonna have to have him bring you some cheese in a can.
Well, he's also gonna come back with some potato chips.
Oh,
those were so good.
Actually, they had this. I wasn't a big fan. I don't like ketchup anyway, but I wasn't a big fan of the potato chips. But they had something called hickory sticks. Did you taste those?
Oh yeah, those were good. Yeah,
those were real good. Like he could send those home. I would be happy with it.
The ketchup ones were fine. It was the all-in one, the like everything bagel ones. What, I can't remember what they were called.
All dressed, I think.
All dressed. Yes, there you go. Those were fantastic.
Oh, Steven said no can, but I wish. My daughter-in-law's mom brought me cheese in a can while I was in Arizona. I burst out laughing when I saw it. She even supplied the crackers. Yep. When I brought Steven some, I brought him some Ritz crackers because he said he likes cheese in the can on Ritz crackers. That's what I brought him.
That is classic after-school snack right there.
Yep. And Marlene said, my husband takes his spray cheese camping. I think that's a pretty good camping treat.
Yeah.
Doesn't go bad. You don't have to worry about it. It's in the can.
Yeah.
You could spray it. You don't even have to have clean hands. Darn right, I need a case of the stuff, said Steven. Cheese in a can is a staple on our road trip, said Shannon Rhodes, along with chicken and a biscuit.
Oh my God, chicken and biscuit crackers are so good.
I know a lot of people who love the chicken and biscuit crackers, like Shannon was saying, with the cheese.
Yes.
Steven, have you tried that? Do you know what chicken and biscuit crackers are? I wonder if he would like that.
Those crackers are so good. I'm gonna have to go to the Giant after this.
We're talking about all this food. I think it's because it's getting about dinner time.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see.
I love, we're enablers with fabric, we're enablers with food. Y'all are my people.
Right? All right, so let's see. Instant appetizer, said Steven. That's right. I only know about the one in Monroe. I didn't know about the Redmond one. Oh, she's talking to Math Geek about the Ben Franklin.
Yeah.
All right, so here is my second one. I'm so really slow today. So here's the two.
Oh, one's taller than the other. Okay, cool. Cute.
Yep. So those two are done. And I had to do those next because one of the little pandas, to put on one of his pieces next, you have to put the like leaves with it. So
okay.
That's why I went ahead and did that one or those next. So that's all I'm going to do for tonight on this, but that's good progress. So now I have some tails and 2 more bodies left, and then I'll be ready to put this bad boy together.
You are moving right along.
Yeah, this one's a lot quicker than like the Going Coastal or even Puffin Star. Although Puffin Star was faster than Going Coastal.
Yeah.
It's like when you make like the panda faces, right? They're all the same. When you're making things the same, like the puffins, there's 2 different sizes of puffins, but the 2 puffins were still like all the same.
Yep.
Yeah, whereas Going Coastal took longer because each character is different, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So you're doing a different thing each time. It wasn't like the same thing over and over again. So yeah. So yeah, this one will be probably when I get back from QuiltCon, work on it some more. So yay.
Nice.
But not on the 2nd, because that's when we're going to do the Corey Yoder sew along. I'm super excited about that.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you. That's super cool.
Yes. All right. So if you joined us late and I said Corey Yoder sew along and you have no idea what I'm talking about, that's perfectly fine. But what I am talking about is, let me put it up here. Hang on just a second. I got to get her website again. She has a new pattern out called Calliope, and it is completely free. And I chatted with her today and asked if I could do it on my channel, and she said no problem. She's happy for me to do that. But you have to grab the pattern from her blog. And like I said, it's completely free. So I'll put that link in there. So if you would like to join me, I'm going to do that on March 2nd, right here on my channel. And I'm going to start a little earlier than 5 o'clock just because we're doing a quilt. So I'm going to start about 3 p.m. And I can't remember how many fat quarters it takes, but it's not very many. I want to say it's like 12 or something for the entire quilt top. So there's no like extra background fabric or anything like that. It's just the fat quarters and then what you need for like binding and backing your your quilt. So I really liked that. I thought that was really cool. It makes it really easy. And I really like that quilt, or when she came out with it. So we're gonna do that on March 2nd. March 1st, to back up here, we'll go backwards, is the 20,000 subscriber celebration. That is not my normal live night, but I'm going to go live that night anyway at 7 p.m. for a little bit. My friends Stephen Bland and Walter will be here from the Idiot Quilter, Shannon of Sleigh Arts, of course, and Russ of Quilt Meets World. They're all going to be here, and we're going to just chat and have fun, and you guys can ask any questions you might want to ask. I'll have some giveaways, but because I'm doing giveaways, you have to be subscribed. That night is going to be, it's going to be public where anybody can see it on YouTube. But if you are not subscribed, you won't be able to chat. You won't be able to be in the giveaways. So if you would like to do that, make sure you subscribe before then. And always check your subscriptions too, and not just for me, but for anybody. I know I've had in the last few months, several of the people that I watch regularly, I would be like, oh, I haven't seen that person put a video up for a while. And I go and check their channel and they have like 12 videos.
Yeah.
For some reason, every once in a while, YouTube will randomly unsubscribe you from people's channels. And so then you have to resubscribe. So definitely a good time to check that before, any of the bashes that are coming up and things like that.
Yeah.
And then also on March 1st we didn't talk about your thing for 1,000 subscribers. We'll have to talk about that too. But also on March 1st is Shannon and I are going to host our next virtual retreat on June 23rd. It's called Beach Bum, the Beach Bum Virtual Retreat. It's going to be obviously summer themed, and her and I are coordinating to make projects that kind of go together. So more details on that coming soon. You can find that information on my retreat website. And let me stick that in the chat really quick. There's a little bit of information now. There'll be more on March 1st. But at least get you started, and you can bookmark that website and then go on over there on March 1st if you are interested, which we hope you are. We had a great time last time.
Yeah.
Great feedback from you guys, and so we're really looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great day.
Let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be great. So next week we are off to QuiltCon, and so I don't think any of us are we're definitely going to video.
Yes.
We're going to take pictures. We're going to video some things, maybe do some shorts from QuiltCon to show you guys a little bit of it, because I know that, there's some of you coming, but I know a lot of you can't come. It's too far to travel, or you have to work or things like that. So we're really lucky and blessed to go. So we're going to share some of that with you guys. And Shannon and I will never miss an opportunity to do something together. So
exactly.
We'll film a little bit and we'll share some things, but I know personally I'm not going to have like a full live or anything like that because we'll be gone, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming you won't either.
No.
Okay.
We might do some, like, as we road trip back, might have some little snippets and stuff, but
yeah. So just so you guys know, but we will have things, so check that out. But Tuesday before I leave, because I'm leaving to go towards Shannon on Wednesday, Tuesday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to do the next New York Beauty Block Crocodile. So really excited for that. That's going to be fun. I am so loving this New York Beauty, and so glad that Shannon said, hey, let's do this.
Yeah, it's turning out great.
Oh, wonderful. It's beautiful. So besides me, so that's enough about me, what do you have going on?
So tomorrow morning, I'll have my Sunday brunch, which is my normal Sunday mornings, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. I know that's, not necessarily always ideal for our West Coasters, but it's at least a little bit later in the morning. And I will be doing carnival catch up tomorrow. I've decided that I really need to focus. And then Tuesday night will be the New York Beauty, and then we're going to go to QuiltCon. When we get back from QuiltCon, February 27th is my birthday, and it's the big 50. Whoop whoop! I'm officially an old lady. Oh. It's funny because I really did, in your 20s, you think 50 is just so old, and I'm like, I'm so young and I have so much left to do. And so it's just funny to think how different I thought so many years ago. But yeah, it's the big 50 though. I'm excited. That's kind of cool. And so that night I had been thinking, I'll do a birthday bash, kind of like what Stephanie did for her birthday. I'll have some friends on, we'll kind of chitty chat. But then I made it to 1,000 subscribers. What? So it's going to be a birthday 1,000 subscriber bash. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to have friends join, folks that have been so supportive of me. I'm inviting my Cheetah Suckers, which is a group of women that I met at a retreat of Stephanie's in Walnutport, Pennsylvania. There's a crazy story behind that, but we might talk about it that Monday night. But I'm just going to have some folks on, super casual, not really sewing anything, just chatting and being geeky about me being born and getting to 1,000. So
I think that would be an amazing story to tell. Yes.
I will be sewing something up as we talk and chat, because I'm going to sew up. It's not going to be a huge something, but it's going to be a thank you something. I'm just going to put together a FPP little mug rug, and I'm going to give it away that night. So it's going to be a part of Nightbot has a little setup where you can do a giveaway. And so you have to be a subscriber. So if you haven't subscribed and you wanted to come hang out with us that night, and you want to get in on the gift, I again, it's not a huge thing, but it is like from my heart. It is. I'm very excited to do it and give it away. So that'll be 7 o'clock on the 27th, which is the Monday after we get back from QuiltCon.
Nice. We can talk a little bit about QuiltCon too. That'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll have some stuff to talk about. So,
and I don't know if you remember this, but back in December, I offered to sweeten the pot, and that offer still stands, to give a fat quarter bundle away to one of your subscribers. So that offer still stands for the 27th. So
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yay. Well, yay. We'll have a couple of things to give away. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I like Stephanie has talked about, like, that she loves giving things to people, and there is just not a cooler feeling than to give things away to people. But I am not yet to the awesome, because I have the whole full-time job. It's such a sob story of my life that I have to work a full-time job. But yeah, so it really means a lot that Stephanie is willing to sweeten the pot like that, as supportive of me and my channel. So I hope you guys will join us, and even if it's just in the hopes of winning something. I hear you. It's all right. But come hang out with us and have a good time. It's gonna be so much fun.
So definitely.
Yeah, so that'll be that celebration. And then we have Rock Candy Sew Along coming up on March 10th, and then the Sundays after that, except for Easter Sunday. And then March 16th will be the Little Hooter Sew Along, which is a legit kit pattern. It'll be myself and Ingrid and Stephanie and Philippa. We're going to be, the four of us will be on Zoom, but we're going to put it on my channel. So kind of, so everybody can be a part of it, but also to give me some, instruction time, because I'm a certified instructor. So I want to be able to continue making sure I know what I'm talking about, and y'all will keep me straight.
That's what friends are for.
Yes. So yeah, that's the excitement. That's and then of course March, we're back on my channel for the New York Beauties. So
yes,
full schedules.
It is a full schedule, but it's going to be so much fun. And because it's so full, I think the Millersburg retreat is going to be here like that.
I know. Wow. But it's been so fun. We had so many Millersburg retreaters in the chat tonight, and
I know.
This is our third year, because we've all, so many of us are coming back. It's like coming home. It's so nice.
It is. It's so great. It is for me too. Not only is it close to my home, the closest retreat, but it feels like a warm hug. I love it. Yeah. Melissa said, Shannon and Stephanie, too, are the first people I followed. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Oh.
And Steven had to make a funny and said he has underwear older than you. All right, y'all. Well, without further ado, we'll let you go and have your night back. And don't forget to check out Shannon tomorrow at 11 a.m. for brunch. I'm definitely going to be there because I've got things to do. Although I'm not going to stay for the whole day because my daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
Yay! Happy birthday,
Sarah! Is 15. I can hardly believe it. Ugh. I don't know where the time is gone. Because I have to run out and get her cake and do some other stuff, and then tomorrow evening is when we're actually having a little thing for her. So so I'll go to Shannon's, and then in the afternoon go to Steven's channel, Bland Designs and Idiot Quilter. He's here in the chat, and he's going to have his live at 4 p.m. and that's always hilarious.
Yes, good time.
We always leave with our cheeks hurting because it's so funny. Cheeks hurting in a good way. So his link is in the chat. Shannon's link is in the chat. Go check them out. Please subscribe. And also our friend Russ, who is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Let me put his link in the chat. He is getting so close. Shannon just made it. Steven just made 10,000. I just made 20,000. So let's get Russ to 1,000. He's about 45 or so away, 50, something like that.
Yeah, 49, I think was the number.
Something like that.
I feel like
He's
that.
getting
Yeah.
super close too. So if you could help him out, head on over there. But we'll see you guys tomorrow and Tuesday, and then the next week a whole bunch. You're gonna be sick of us.
Oh, these two again. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Take care. Have a great night.
Night.
Bye.